but I think it's less to do with corruption and politics and more to do with inertia and indifference. I mean, I know how regulators work. They're risk averse, and especially in India, if you're a regulator, you want to make sure you don't take an action where you face the downside. So it's almost a system that's tilted towards inaction. So if there's a fault here, it's because we've designed a system where we tied the hands of regulators, and it's easy to pick on them and say, you should have done this, you should have done that. But if they get the downside of their actions, why would you ever expect them to go out of the way? So they're going to take narrow views of the rules because that's the safest place for them to be. So I think that's a more a reflection of how Indian regulation works and how the system is set up to punish people who go out of their way to try to be creative and try to catch companies. They get punished. So why would you ever go out of your way to do it? You're going to check the box and say, you know what, they checked the box. It's not my fault. So I attribute that more to indifference and inertia than to any degree of corruption. I could be completely wrong on this one, but I don't think that it was corruption or politics that was the driving force. It might have contributed that they have connections. But I think it's less that and more the indifference and inertia that is so much at the heart of Indian regulation. Perhaps, no. But you know what? LIC has made a lot worse investments than the Adani Group. I'll wager, if you look at the cost at which they got those shares and what those shares are worth today, it's one of the better investments that the LIC has made over the last 20 years. For as long as the LIC has been around, it's been our investor of last resort, right? Basically, the government has forced the LIC to invest in every bad company that needs money. The Adani Group is not one of those companies. So if LICs invest in the Adani Group, I'd be interested in what motivated that investment. But by itself, you know, it's one of India's biggest institutional investors. Adani Group was one of the, in terms of market cap, one of the biggest Indian companies.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.